Hello. Sorry to have seemingly vanished out of nowhere. Basically, too long didn't read. I was planning on committing S word today on Monday, June 22nd. Luckily for everyone else, my tire was flat on my scooter, so I wasn't able to go out and buy the stuff I needed in order to make that happen. But, that was essentially the plan for today. Also, I would feel bad to be dead right now, knowing I still owe people commissions and refunds, and I really wanted to get those done before I pass, but I still have quite a few that I need to get to. Refund wise, commission wise, I'm almost completely done. I think I only have like two or three left, but still, it was something that was kind of bothering me. And I don't, for some reason, I never thought this in my life, but I don't want to die while still owing people. But this whole acclamation isn't just because of the drama that was just happening a few days ago. That was simply just my breaking point. Um, I've been keeping my private life to myself for a reason, but it's been an upward struggle for about 5 months now or so. In these months, I went weeks without food. I've been essayed. I've been harassed. I've been dealing with rodents, as I live in a shared home. And there's probably more, but my brain just doesn't want to think about it right now. This also isn't a battle that I've just begun to struggle with. I've been mentally unwell since I was about 10. Between being groomed, dealing with abuse from my abusive father, I started cutting at 13. I ran away from home for the first time at 11. My first time in the mental hospital was at 14, and that was also my first time I had ever attempted before in my life. I've been to therapy. I've called hotlines. I've done group therapy. I've done rehab. I've even been offered medication at some point. But being from a Black family, mental health is never understood and is in fact shunned. I've been told that I was being dramatic about it my whole life. And despite everyone else on the outside telling me and treating me as if it was something serious, it was hard for me to believe that myself because I had my very own family telling me that I was just doing too much. Also, going through all of this, it has been hard to say and talk about as a VTuber. Everyone else, it seems, VTubers that I'm friends with and speak with, go through similar things, but no one ever speaks about it and don't feel the need to ever speak about it. And they hide their struggles much better than I ever can or ever could. Um, Despite the fact that I want to talk about it, I want to tell people what I'm going through, but I've also just been afraid of being seen as a burden to others or people thinking I'm faking it. And it's just been like a major fear of mine for since since I've started YouTubing. The only time I ever really have spoken about what I've been going through is if I feel like I am becoming a genuine danger to myself. And I say that in the sense that where I feel I'm so mentally unwell to the point where I think I'm going to harm myself. There's been 3 incidents of this happening since I've become a VTuber, and I've been too afraid to even speak about it because that's just not a part of YouTube culture. I'm supposed to be an escape from reality. My whole philosophy was I was supposed to just have fun streams and YouTube videos and people could watch them and have a good time and forget about everything bad that they were going through. But by doing that, I began to ignore and push away the bad stuff in my life. And that was causing a major buildup within me that had me ready to die today. That feeling is still there. It'll probably never go away. It's, like I said, it's been something I've been dealing with for years now. But rather than pretending everything is okay, I want to be a source where people who are struggling can look at me and feel a sense of support and understanding, as someone who can relate to them. I'm also not perfect. I never claimed to be. I'm still trying to right wrongs that I made years ago. I'm trying to improve as a person. And I've been doing it all by myself with little support. And I've been doing this since I was 17 or so. Like, I have been online for such a long time, and I've been in the public eye for such a long time. I have been talked about and ridiculed and bullied. I want to say since about 13 when I started posting cosplay videos on TikTok. And no matter what I decide to pivot to or change content wise, it seems that this will always just kind of follow me around of this history, this past that I have, people disliking me for numerous of different reasons. And instead of trying to, I guess, appeal to everyone and trying to make everyone like me, I just have come to accept that some people are gonna hate me. Some people value my art, they value my cosplays over my own life, and that's not something that I am willing to keep trying to change. Before the drama got reignited, I was already dealing with a lot anyways. I was very overworked literally the same week that I posted the apology. I was spending most of my days applying to jobs. I was door dashing on the scooter, which is why I have a flat tire on it now. Of course, I was doing sex work on top of that. I was mostly doing Fansly, as that was making most of the money. But I was also doing IRL stuff before that. And on top of all of that, again, drawing adoptables and doing commissions just to survive. And a lot of the time, most of my bills were being paid with the other stuff. Meanwhile, adoption commissions were just so I could have a meal to eat for the day or have money to put away for emergencies and things like that. And the drama that had just occurred was just again a breaking point for me. I couldn't take the being overworked, being tired, constantly just like feeling so sluggish and depressed and sad. And then now on top of that, everyone is hating on me and it's just like doesn't want me around and is trying to get me off the internet anyways. So I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't keep trying to feign positivity. I couldn't hide it with a smile on my face, and ever since then I've been crying pretty much every day. I have YouTube videos that I'll probably delete within a few days now, of me just talking about my day, talking about my plans, and crying my heart out. And I know I'm not the first person or the only person to have gone through these things, but it's mainly due to the fact that I went through so much and I've been going through it for so long and I've been untreated for a majority of my life about it. Even when I was seeking therapy and such, I never really did any of it for very long. I think I had maybe 3 or 4 sessions of therapy before my therapist just ghosted. And, after that, my family never got me hooked up with another therapist. And I just suffered along through that. When, I went in for a physical a bit ago, a few years ago, I told the doctor everything that I'd been through. She had saw the self-harm marks all over my arms. and had recommended me to seek out medication, specifically antidepressants. And while we were trying to get that whole process going, my family had hit a major bump in the road when it came to finances, and I was never able to make that really happen. But anyways, I'm alive, thanks to a flat tire of all things. I'm hoping I can get out of this mental dilemma at some point. Hopefully I can hold on for a bit longer until I can at least afford medication or get medication going somehow. I'm already paying for so much when it comes to medical expenses, when it comes to making sure I have my insulin, and such. So it's already not easy paying for that, but I do have insurance that hopefully will help cover most of it. I hope this video kind of helps communicate a bit more what I've been through. I've been told time and time again that I struggle with communication, but I'm hoping this video kind of helps people understand what I have going on inside my head a bit more. I'll probably go back to posting adoptables and commissions and art fight content within the new season. I've always kind of did a lot of stuff when it came to art fight, when it came to making videos about it and such, but last year I wasn't able to due to owing so many commissions. But this time around, since my workload is quite low, I have a lot more time on my hands, and I'm hoping I can spend a lot of that on Artfight and making videos for Artfight, YouTube videos specifically, since I probably won't be able to stream much of it. And then also trying to reach my goal of getting at least 50 attacks this year. So I'll probably put my Artfight up on screen right now, since, go attack me when I'm really focusing on revenges this year due to not really doing them much over the past years, and I always feel bad when I don't do them. So this year I really want to focus on getting a lot of revenges, but in order to get revenges, I have to get attacks. So just saying, if you want a revenge from me, attack me perhaps. I will be doing a lot of art fight stuff this year, also to hopefully help distract me from the train wreck that is my life. But I don't know if you can tell via my voice, I am feeling a bit better mentally, so hopefully that continues on. But yeah, thank you. Also, thank you to anyone who reached out to me. I was getting a lot of DMs and such. People that I have never even spoken to, people that I have been in regular contact with, even some IRLs who I actually tried to hide what I was talking about via my Instagram stories from my IRLs, but I had missed a couple of them and I'd gotten some DMs from them anyways. So thank you to them as well. Support has definitely made it a bit harder on me to want to vanish from this world. So that is nice. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys have a good day. If you're also going through something similar and you want to, have someone to listen and hear you out who understands you, I'm also, feel free to DM me on Twitter or Instagram. Having said that, that's everything. Bye guys.